Ready for you. Still getting it ready. Not ready yet. Getting it ready for you. Still getting it ready. Getting it ready for you. You like my coffee mug? Isn't it cool? Okay. Now that we're here, I just want to. Oh, no, thank you. It's okay. You don't have to do anything like that. Oh, come on, you guys. Seriously, no. You don't have to love me. I want to start out. We're gonna get with the Subharmonicon, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk to Moog about all the things I'm mad about. Okay, we're gonna rant, and we're gonna create some drama. But first, I want to create some drama for my man who kind of like gave me that last nudge, whether he knows it or not, to go ahead and do some live streaming. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this little song. Here is my DFAM working good here? Oh man, I touched the tempo. All right, Mr. Rantjamz. That's what I have to say to you, Mr. Rantjamz. Am I streaming? Am I live? I don't want your subs, I don't want your views, I don't want your poo, I just need Rantjamz to love me. I don't need your money, I don't want your fame, I don't need anything, I need Rantjamz to love me. I don't need you, girl, I know you got your fans, I know when you go live you do it with no pants. You're just like me, you're the me that works at Walmart. We gotta get you out of Walmart, it's gotta stop. I don't want your name, I don't want your fame, I don't want your hat, not a copycat. No, I just want Rantjamz to love me. I know you got a girl, I know you got your fans, I know when you go live you do it with no pants. 'Cause you're just like me, and you're just like the me that works at Walmart. We gotta get you out of Walmart, it's gotta stop. You know. Alright. Thank you, everyone after the fact, since there's no one watching right now. I realized in my test for this, I didn't quite get the whole fact that since nobody's watching right now, that doesn't mean that nobody's actually watching it after the fact. There's pretty much always going to be more people watching a live stream that's been posted right after, especially automatically, than the people who were actually there. So what I do on here actually matters even if nobody's watching. Whoa. I don't wear hats. But seriously, Rantjamz, thank you for just, well, I just ended up on your live streams. Actually, thank you to Studio Geek 32. Studio Geek 32, I want to say a few things to you and bring you some drama, some real drama. No, I mean you. I mean, I'm going to bring the real drama to you. I don't know about real drama, but the thing is, okay, see, back in the day, not too long ago, you were all saying that you're Bo Beats' biggest fan, and that was all cool and everything like that. And I was all over here thinking, oh man, maybe I'm Bo Beats' biggest fan. But that was a while ago before I actually kind of like became friends with him. So I think we're all friends, and I think that's a better way to look at each other. All of us here on YouTube. I think I want to break through my biggest pet peeve of all time, all my life, has been this whole idea of celebrity worship, of thinking that people who are celebrities are somehow better than the rest of us because they're celebrities, and it doesn't work that way. Especially on YouTube, when people just blow up, it's just like, it's not like you have to like start worshiping them because of how many views or subs they have. Let's all just be friends and leave it at that. And I thought of that just because you were saying that, and that kind of brought me to like a realization. It's like, I don't have to be anybody's fan anyway. That's what I have to say to you. If you're like fans of anyone right now and stuff like that, just say the truth. The truth is we're all friends. We're all friends here. And if we're not, then if somebody's too big and too important to be your real friend, then don't worry about following them or subbing them or anything like that. It goes for everybody. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just kind of like build a community of people who are like me, and grow the synth community. Pretty much what I'm trying to do on here is I'm trying to grow the YouTube social community. And both the synth community and the larger music community, electronic music community, music technology, electronic technology and gear, all that stuff, and everybody's music, and bring electronic music to a place where it has no more stigma, because we're all actually out there on YouTube. YouTube is showing us to everybody, to each other, to say, hey, that's not a synthesizer. This is a synthesizer. Not really. But anyway, just to break down the myths between all of our everything that we think of, and to bring us all as the greater community of creators on YouTube into a sort of social media that's real and interactive and genuine enough, that we can all just seriously help each other out and never need another corporation or industry or music industry to pump us up. And then, everybody will just be watching each other, and it'll be wonderful. But the thing is, see, I want to say another thing specifically to Studio Geek 32, is that if you come on here, whatever you have to say, I will listen to you, and whatever question you have, I will answer you, no matter what. And you never have to super chat me, and it goes for everybody else. You don't have to, because I will pay attention to you, and that's what my live streams are going to be all about. They're going to be centered on anyone who comes in here, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to talk about. And if you need some advice on something, especially, I want to be here to help. I want to be here to help everybody who needs help, just so I can find somebody out there who needs my help the most, times 10, 100, 1,000, whatever. And I believe I can keep track of a lot of people and help a lot of people with whatever. Not only just like synth and gear, and buying advice and stuff like that, which I think it might start out more as, but also life advice. Advice on how to think of yourself and this reality and this universe and this world, what to think of it, and this online world, and what to do within it, and what to think of all the confusions and all the frustrations that exist for you and for me in it. And I want this to be our social media. Why? Because this is my social media. It's my only social media. And I want everybody to share and like. Facebook is a disgrace book right now, and hashtag down with Twitter. Hashtag no more Twitter. Hashtag I don't have a Twitter. Everybody right now do it however way you do it. No, I don't. I'm just joking. But that's really the deal, is that I'm on here. And if I'm interacting with anybody, I'm networking from people here that I talk to. And I have my closed off more ways of like actually like talking to people about collaborations that we want to do and stuff like that. So so I'm not expecting YouTube to be that for me, but to a certain point, I want us to meet each other here and I want us to talk synths in our comments. Because the thing is, okay, this is for everyone to know, is that I spend my time online watching videos, liking, everything that comes to me almost is going to be something that I already am really interested in. And so if I'm likely to like more than half of the videos that I watch, because I've got a good algorithm going on, and I don't try to click on something or like something political to make YouTube start showing me all these other videos that I'm not going to like. So when it comes to music, I've got a lot of subscriptions to people that are really, really good at playing instrumental music and electronic music, and mostly with hardware and with gear like synthesizers and drum machines and stuff like that. And mostly they're people like me, and I will not like a video unless I absolutely am 100% just like really excited enough that, oh my gosh, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Like, please, so you'll make some more videos of that. And when I comment, you better believe that I mean exactly what I say every time. I'm totally genuine, and I'm not going to comment unless I'm super excited enough to actually comment on your video. And I want to keep doing that. Although I don't want us to so much rely on the compliments of others. Like I was saying about, celebrity worship, I don't want us to celebrityize ourselves and love each other too much. I want us to be honest with each other, because I want us all to grow as creators, and that's part of it, is just being able to be down to earth, for everyone to be down to earth, and kind of like have this big pool of musicians all working with each other, kind of like in this this town that I've loved for so long, of Olympia, Washington. It's kind of like a town of musicians, and most people are bound to be musicians in some aspect or another, and so there's just a lot of opportunity there all the time, and you can't really help it. It's just where you are, and I want YouTube to kind of be like that, and I want to expand the synth into the music community and stuff like that. Okay, so back to the subject at hand. The subject on the title, the Subharmonicon. Now, the Subharmonicon doesn't really exist right now for everybody. It's not a reality for you. It was something that that last spring, some people at Moog Fest got to make in a little room. And it looks a little bit like this. Looks a lot like this. It has a silver face, and it works completely differently in a different way for different reasons. It's a totally different machine than this. This is a percussion thing, and it's a frequency divider sort of melodic thing, although it's very free form. And the thing is, as much as this is revolutionary, the Subharmonicon is way, way even more so in terms of what it is. And it's not just like the Trautonium, and well, anyway, and you can't just plain make a Subharmonicon with maths and some other things. It's not like that. It's one of a kind. It's something we all need, and it's not clear whether Moog is going to make this in the market or not. And Moog, I know, is listening. They may not be listening while this is live, but I know that they're listening. They're out there, and they are watching my video eventually, soon, from this point in time that I'm streaming it. That Moog will watch this. Moog will be watching this. And Moog, I have a few words for you. I know you guys. I know you guys laugh. I know you guys laugh and giggle when somebody brings it up. Oh, yeah. Are we going to bring out the Subharmonicon? Are we going to bring it to the market? I know. But here's the deal. We need the Subharmonicon. We need it. We need the Subharmonicon. The whole world needs it. Since people don't know what they need yet, because nobody's made videos of it hardly, except for Loopop and a couple other people. Nobody even really knows what it is. And when you start working with it, it's going to be hard to know what it is until you get it down a little bit, just like this. This is hard to navigate back to anything that I've done before. So I have to kind of organize in a notebook what I did to get there and what you do to tweak it in the moment in that spot to do a little performance with it. Like, for instance, this is kind of normal, right? It's like, so if you want to make it go crazy, and take it back there, things like that. You got to write things down, because it's not going to just come to you the next time you come to it. Really organic stuff. I used that word. Anyway, the deal is, and the world has always needed a Subharmonicon, and the world has always needed this format that you've come out with the Mother 32 and the DFAM. The Mother 32, I happen to not really be interested in. I don't need to get into that. I just like to talk about things I am specifically interested in. So since we've mentioned the Subharmonicon, I just have to let you know, Moog, that it's not me talking this. This is everybody's just shouting in my ears all the time. We need the Subharmonicon. Oh yes, they're definitely putting it out. They're definitely putting it out. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. They're doing it. They're doing it. No. We need you to absolutely make the Subharmonicon more than we need anything else. I mean, I could talk about the Moog 1. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the Moog 1. I'm not going to talk about the Moog 1 because, yeah, I know, you know, we all know why I don't need to talk about the Moog 1. Hey, Tyler, how's it going? Yay, I have a viewer. What's up? How long have you been there? Yeah, just now, huh? Yeah, so I was, I did a little song that everybody will see later that has nothing to do with synths or anything like that. And yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be talking about the Moog 1, but I'm gonna keep talking about the Subharmonicon because I want, yeah, I want Moog to make the Subharmonicon. That's what I care about. I don't care about any of this other like Moog 1 stuff, even though it's really great. It's just the Subharmonicon I want, you know. And everybody out here agrees with me. Like, applaud if you agree with me. We all want the Subharmonicon. See, it's not just me. It's not me saying this. It's everybody. And it's not just synth people. All the guitar people are out there going, I need a Subharmonicon to play my guitar with. No, not really. But seriously, I needs it. It will be my precious. Since I'm not worried about the Mother 32 because it's kind of like a mishmash between, you know, something with a button sequencer on it, which is cool. I like the idea of doing glide per step because that's kind of like a tracker sort of thing, and I like that. But yeah, probably not going to get one of those. I would get 2 DFAMs and a Subharmonicon into this thing. That would be the way I'd go, because with the DFAM, I always want something a little more like more like shakers or hats or something like. I don't know. Maybe I could do that with no, I don't know. lot of things I can do, but I always want like one sound more, pretty much. Anyway, yeah. So, but the real deal is I've gotten really excited about Eurorack, and I'm not going to put any of the Eurorack in this stuff because this is just 60 HP, and I want to go with another one of these guys. But actually, my case is going to still have to be on hold for another month after next month, after the month after that, maybe, because I'm going to get 2 other modules that are really rare before I get a case. I might end up being able to get the case if online stuff works out that I'm doing is more than usual, but I doubt it, and I'll probably just go with more Christmas money for other people and stuff. That would be the best way to go. But I'm gonna get a Platts. I'm gonna get a Platts. Yeah, why not? There's no saying no to Eurorack modules, unfortunately. If you really have to get something now, you have to get something now. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's scary. But yeah, I'm going to get a Platts eventually, or 2, and a Rings, because I know that there's going to be a Rings being made exactly how I want it. That's a lot like these clouds here. I already showed off my clouds, so I won't take too much time at it, but yeah. So I got the silver cap knobs on that, just like the DFAM. Oh, is that boring, or shall I put on the? I'm going to sync these up real quick, show you guys how fast I do it. Yeah. All right. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get. All right, what I'm gonna do with my Eurorack is I'm gonna get a couple Roland 521 modules. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Is I'm stalling on getting a computer, and I think you were the one that said elephant in the room, and yes, I know. The elephant in the room is that I need a better computer, and that I'm never going to get one because I found all this music stuff, and I'm like really into that. Yeah. All right. Anyway. Yeah. So my voice is okay. Cool. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna get 2 mixer modules, the 521s. You can CV on panning, and they each have also a line level in mono with a compressor going into it. And yeah, and so I'll use one and then take the Euroracks out from two, the Eurorack outs from two. And hey, Studio Geek, hey, you're live too? You're live. Oh no, you're live on my stream. Yeah, I shouted you out already. Well, sort of. No, I was all talking about you. I don't know if you caught that, but yeah. So I'm gonna get the two 521 mixers, and I'm gonna take one out into another for sends and return effects for the whole for global effects, and for effects I'm gonna get the dual effect, the Erica Sense dual effects modules with their techno system that they have with their techno system, and those are 10 HP each. And they're really versatile, and I can use them on anything in my Eurorack, just single as well. And I'll get a rings and plats and that. And also, I'm thinking of doing a few ears modules, have 4 ears modules, and I can even hit them with mallets, have them at different places in my Eurorack. So yeah. So what's up, Studio Geek 32? I was just saying that I'm going to start live streaming every week. I haven't said that yet. I'm going to start live streaming every week now. It's just going to be something that I believe in, something that I do. And it's because of you, Studio Geek 32, that partially that I'm doing this, because you've inspired me to start live streaming as well, and also meeting Rantjamz through you and going to his live streams and going like, oh wow, he's all about growing community, growing a real community, at least now, and stuff. And that's just like me. And I was like, okay. And so between the two of you, that's why I'm here. So yeah. But I'm talking about pretty much what I'm going to do with the Eurorack system eventually, and that's pretty much that. But also, I'm on the Roland side, 500 System 500 side. I'm going to get the 540 dual envelope plus LFO modules and get a couple of those. So that's pretty much my 4. Those envelopes they're looping envelopes as well if you want them to be. So that they'll be my 4 LFOs for the ears modules for the different voices, like the plats and the rings and whatnot. And that can all go through my clouds for some reverb. And if I want a more traditional reverb, I'll go with the Erica Dual Effects. Yeah. And also, Aeon Modular does modules that have not only well, they have a vintage look, but they have bigger knobs than everybody else. They're going with like the 5U bigger size knobs still in a Eurorack format stuff. So AION, Aeon Modular, and I'm really looking at their noise plus filter. It has a noise source plus a low pass filter and a high pass filter, each with a big knob, just for a little bit of control. And that's what I want for my ocean sounds. So I'm going to go with that. Where I am really messed up right now, I don't know if anyone has any opinions on these, is sequencing for my entire system that I'm going to have. Like, I don't want to just keep on getting little sequencers if I know eventually I'm going to need a sequencer that can do 8 tracks of MIDI or more for my synthesizers. There's some things on the market. There's the Poly-NSEC is something that I've really gone for. The Octatrack is I've got into, and hey Hayes, how's it going? Hayes is awesome. Now I'm live streaming right now because I'm going to keep on live streaming because I believe in growing a community of like people who actually participate, and I've been really enjoying getting on people's live streams and just seeing that people like to talk about synths and stuff like that. And I just want to talk a lot, it seems. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to do this myself. And I really appreciate people like you, Hayes Anderson, and Inky Blue, and other people, and Tyler, and Studio Geek 32, and all of you who are actually like really active on live streams for the synth community, because it's so small a thing right now, and it needs to be huge. And I think I need to be a part of blowing it up. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So there's the poly-N sec. There's the Octatrack. The Octatrack does all sorts of other things. I've watched over 100 videos on the Octatrack just to try to figure out whether it would be for me. And the Squarp, the Pyramid Squarp, seems to be the best all around, like old school, like the way they did it in the 90s, only without like this gray plastic. It's a black anyway. But it's just like that kind of sequencer for today. And it seems to be really easy to use for the people once they get it and start using it. It's easy. But then you look at it at first and it's kind of like, oh, well, that's just a boring sequencer, right? Well, it's not so boring. And it even has this little screen that does a lot of piano roll satisfying sort of things that way too. And also the Novation SL Mark III controller that's actually a sequencer that's also a DAW controller. You can just switch back and forth with a button. And it's a circuit style sequencer that's not quite as good as the circuit, not quite as full featured as the circuit, that is, and except for the fact that it does 8 MIDI tracks, which is great. That's what I wanted. And it also does the whole piano learning thing with light up keys, and it helps you learn theory and everything, which is really amazing and kind of priceless in and of itself. But do you want that, as opposed to the Deluge, which is above all of these other sequencers that can do more than 8, that can do, and that can, take, that can arrange as many tracks as you want, and as long as an arrangement as you want. It's not a 64 step or whatnot. It's a however many steps you want. So the Deluge really seems like the thing and the way to go now. It seems like it's back on top again. Although all of these ones that I mentioned, the Deluge, the Squarp, the Octatrack, the Pyramid, the poly-N sec, which I'm still going to get the poly-N poly on my Eurorack as an 8-track, 3 patches per track, as far as like gate, volt per gate, pitch, and modulation for 8 tracks. It does other things, but that's what I'd want it for, is to just, be able to sequence everything from outside my Eurorack. And I'm not looking at Eurorack sequencers at the moment. And still, that means not looking at the Hermod either, although I've been looking at it. Yeah, the social entropy engine. Yeah, totally. And see, that was a little boutique company. And that's the thing, is like all this time, these last 2 years, I've been wanting to complain to the market about the lack of sequencing instruments, or sequencers, about MIDI brains that sequence hardware instruments, because it seems like all this time the general public didn't know and didn't want to have hardware instruments because of the whole computer thing. And now they're actually trying to get things into the market that are more like that. But there have been, like the Pyramid Squarp, I thought of that. That's been around for a while. I thought of that as like a small boutique company. And they're actually, what I'm saying is, like, all my frustrations have been kind of for naught, because if you have enough money, if you really care and have enough money, then you'll get it from one of these boutique companies, and you not complain about the fact that there aren't all these other ones to choose from, because the things that are out there are actually really good. All of these ones that I mentioned are really good, and I don't know what to do about it. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Not going to get a big sequencer, just continue with the piecemeal solution. Yeah, I'm going to keep on watching and seeing how that goes for you, Hayes, because that might be the thing for me too, because I like a lot of Eurorack sequencers, like the Pittsburgh modular sequence designer is what it's called, and it is just plain amazing. And the thing that I like the best about it, I am a visually aesthetic person. I like the idea of having the dots and at different heights for different notes and stuff like that, that go across, that are blue dots for the sequence, and kind of like the DFAM has the red dots, and I can have the red and the blue, sequence my other mutable instrument stuff on my rack that way. Yeah. But seriously, yeah, just mention, I just have to keep mentioning, Moog has to make the Subharmonicon. Everybody thinks it's going to happen, but They haven't said anything yet, and I just have to say it's got to happen. I want to go down as the guy who's just screaming at Moog, and Moog's going to see this. You guys are going to see this. Moog is watching. You got to make the Subharmonicon. It's all of us that are saying that. The reason why everybody isn't just screaming it out loud is that everybody thinks it's already going to happen. Everybody's just assuming, and it needs to happen. And you can do it the same way as this, and not have it be a silver face like you did with the Bro and the DFAM and all that, and it'll be perfect. Yeah, Moog knows. Yeah, Moog's everywhere. They know, but they're just a little late to the party because they've been their car broke down. But they'll be here, and they just want to go hang out outside in their own tent, and that's cool because like that's a cool tent to hang out in. All right. Yep. So yeah, this is my very first live stream, but I'm going to keep on doing it. Another thing I want to talk about is since everybody isn't like totally changing the topic into their own thing, which is what I'm totally about. But until then, I'm going to also mention the Tascam Model 24 or the Zoom Live Tracks, the Zoom Live Track L20 or the Tascam Model 24. Which would it be? Multitrack recorders. What do you think of the whole idea of the multi-track recorder of the Porta Studio? I know that the new Tascam is not like the Porta Studios in that it is going to record things pre-fader, except for the summed one. It's like the actual, when it records multiple tracks, it does it pre-fader and all that stuff, and pre-effects. So I think pre-effects. Anyway, and the Zoom Live Track is like that too, and that's for the sake of you being able to have those tracks in their purest form with when you want multiple tracks, and that's what they're going to assume, and that's what I believe too in myself. That's what I want, and so, but I think as opposed to the Zoom Live Track L20's lights on each track that go, so you know a real accurate representation of your volume on each of the tracks. That's really nice. And the fact that you can rack mount it, I really like that. But at the same time, I don't like everything about the ins. The Tascam Model 24 has 4 stereo ins to start out with, and then you can start doing more stereo channels on 2 monos each when you run out of that. And I really like that, and I really like the look of the Tascam Model 24, and I think it's really my thing. So I think I'm going to end up going with that. And I just go back and forth on those two as well. And Zoom has been really just like stupid about, they don't spend that much time trying to get to their audience or anything like that. They just don't really care in a way. It's like they're just your basic corporation, I think. Tascam's got a history, and I like that too. Yeah. So I'm gonna end it pretty soon, even though I know everybody just got here and stuff. But I kind of, but I'll reemphasize before I go that I'll always be doing this just as a sort of variety thing. I want to talk about synths, talk about modular sound design, electronic music, talk about the gear I want and about the gear that I have, and about what I don't like. And I'm going to be always honest and brutal, and I'm going to want to rant and maybe not do things that are good for views or subs or growing my channel, but I don't really care about that, and I don't care about money. Yeah, please check it out because nobody knows about it yet. Well, it's going to come out in Christmas, I think. It's not actually out yet. But the Zoom Live Track L20, I believe, is technically out and was out this summer. But yeah. So anyway, when I'm not live streaming, this is basically what I do. I'm out there on YouTube, keeping up with all my friends, liking their channels, music, and liking all their videos that I like, and watching all their videos and watching the whole thing. And then the sound design videos and tutorials and walkthroughs and news and advice and showing off studios and gear. And I will comment on it only when I'm totally genuine and honest about things, and it's not spam. So I really care, and I'm going to do these live streams to like care about what you guys are talking about and what you guys want to, what questions that you guys have, especially buyer's advice and stuff, but also stuff about life. Yeah. Yeah, not currently multi-tracking. Yeah. So I kind of realized that I want to do that. When I started out a couple of years, these last couple of years, I've been going back and forth and going in and out of the box, in and out of the computer, and DAWs. And right now I work with Studio One, but I haven't in months, and I'm not going to for a while because I just um, I I'm going to go towards the ability to do a live show, and that's what I'm mostly working at now. Is I want to be able to do a live show with electronic instruments and not use a computer and have that be my thing, even though it doesn't have to be your thing to be cool. And I've kind of like gone past all the just stupid ego stuff about trying to do that, and I'm just gonna try to do it the best way I think I can in really practical ways, because that's still a lot more practical solution for me than doing anything with the computer and adding it in. So yeah. Cool. Join your Discord chat full of live performers who stream to Twitch and YouTube. Okay. Hayes Anderson, I love your videos so much, and I love the fact that you participate, and you're always posting videos, and they're always damn good. And you guys have a Discord, but I don't know exactly where that is. Maybe Hayes Anderson Discord. I have a Discord, and but I hang out on Bo Beats' Discord and one other person's, and Richard Olpin's. And yeah, and we talk about synths and stuff, but I like it just because there's enough room to talk. There's not a lot of people that are just like spouting stuff all the time, but we can just talk to each other whenever, and it's mostly quiet a lot of the time. But apart from that, I do like to I do like to go on the Discord so far that I go on, but I don't know if I'm going to start my own or not so much. Gearsplaining's channel. Okay, cool. I love Gearsplaining. Dan and Coherence. And Discord's down right now. Go figure. Yeah, it does that. It does that a lot. Yay, Discord. Yay. We love it. No, actually, yeah. So as I was saying before, hashtag no more Twitter, down with Twitter, close your Twitter, hashtag close your Twitter, and share and like Facebook is a disgrace book. It should all go down forever and for good. And Discord, I actually don't mind much. I don't do Google Plus or Hangouts or anything yet. But when I've joined Discords that were too frenetic and they were just going down like this all the time, I was like, no. It's too much. I can't do it. I can't spend that much time because I don't have that much time. Berry sauce, raspberry sauce. Yes. That sucks. Can't send a link. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you can't send a link. I guess that's the way I have it set up right now, which is probably cool. Maybe I'll change that. I'll change that. Yeah. So thanks for thumbs upping the stream, you guys, while you've been here. I don't know if I can be that much more interesting, because I don't really have anything too much to talk about. Add your collection, but just keep on hanging on. That link is not right, but I do want to. Yeah, sure. I'll look that up. Gearsplaining's channel. Because I'm subscribed to Gearsplaining. Of course I am, because he's awesome. Tyler, thanks for being on. And Studio Geek 32, thanks for being on. You should watch it afterwards to see what I said. Studio Geek 32, because I did a song for Rantjamz, because I love Rantjamz, and he's kind of inspired me also to live stream and to keep on doing this, and to build up a more more participatory community on YouTube, because so many people watch and want to be impressed by each other's videos, and YouTube doesn't want to show us to each other. YouTube doesn't recommend us to each other. We have to do this like with our own effort. Anyway, yeah. You can send me one. Put one on my comments, on the comments later, and then, or on any comment on my video, and then I'll go down and look at the probably spam videos, and then I'll okay that one, and I'll go to it and I'll see, because I don't mind links on my comments or anything to other things. I don't mind that. That's cool. And so I'll do that. So yeah, I'll be learning better, and I'll do better. And OBS, I'll figure out OBS at some point, but I was having problems with it, and so maybe I'll just be the Mr. Basic, just plain live streaming for a while. And if I talk about gear, I'm not gonna put the little thing up there, because yeah, that's cool, but whatever. Yeah, exactly. Dang it. YouTube doesn't show us to each other, so we have to kind of like become friends and become actual friends, and everybody on YouTube be friends to each other. And I want to help everybody know more about synthesizers and about what is out there and about the details of them, because I go and watch multiple tutorial videos on every single thing that exists and comes out as it comes out every day. I mean, it's not that tutorials exist for something when it comes out, but everything that comes out every day, I find out what that is. I add it to my list of all the synthesizers or drum machines or anything like that that existed in history, and what they meant compared to everything else, and try to fit that into the big synthesis box of things that exist. And I'm doing that work, and I'm immersed in that, and I keep on being immersed in that, and I still will, and I'm getting better at that. So I'll be able to be hopefully be sort of a guru by maybe 50 or 100 streams in. I'll have a lot of people looking to come to me for the news and whatnot of the day, and that'll be cool. Yeah, but I'm just a noob right now, and yeah, I can't do OBS. One thing I gotta learn to use my Q8. My computer doesn't. I'll figure out how my computer can do my Zoom Q8 instead of this. I'll probably just have to change the default in my Windows settings for it to work, and then it'll work in OBS. But we'll see if my computer's powerful for whatever, because it's not powerful enough to do much more in VCV-Rack than I can do right now, and it's not powerful enough to use a DAW the way I want to with layering a bunch of VSTs. I can't layer a bunch of VSTs without crackling and stuff like that. So yeah, elephant in the room. I get it. Thanks everyone for coming. I'm gonna say goodbye, and it's been great. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all, studio audience, for coming as well. And thank you. And I'll try to do it on Mondays, as far as I know. And then if not, I'll put up some kind of like reminder, and I'll learn how to do that too. And I'll check out Gear Splainins, or I'll look out for your link too, Hayes. That's awesome. All right. Thank you all. Take it easy.